Hi, everybody. I am so happy to be joined by Renee Danino. I wish you could be right here, but we're socially distant. She's coming from the Better Connecticut studio right now, and I'm on the news set. But we're here with an important message about millions of meals. We want to say happy Mother's Day in advance to everyone. And Renee, we're so excited because we know that the biggest need right now outside of the healthcare situation is that people are going hungry. And this is a huge effort that we're really helping feed a lot of people with millions of meals, right?
Oh my goodness, Kara, you just said it so eloquently. That is exactly right. And I was just speaking with our friends from Food Share. As you know, they just told me in the last 30 days, they have done enough distribution to put 1.2 million foods on the table in 30 days. Yesterday, they did 2,100 cars at Rentschler Field. And then additionally, Thursday, just alone in Bridgeport with Connecticut Food Bank, it was somewhere of 2 tons of food, if not a little more. I might be underselling that a little bit. But that just gives you the idea of how many people are suffering with hunger insecurities in our state. And that's why millions of meals is so important, right, Kara?
Absolutely. You know, the statistic that troubled me the most as we were interviewing folks from Food Share and the Connecticut Food Bank is, you know, all of us are that person that could be that close. I mean, we have historic jobless claims that just came out. We haven't had this kind of unemployment since the Great Depression. And the people there were telling me about 75% of those who are coming in the lines that we're seeing, the video is just heartbreaking, about 75% have never needed anyone to help them with food before. And they're waiting in line for hours. I witnessed that myself yesterday. I was at the East Haven High School, proud to donate $2,500 from the Denise DeCenzo Foundation.
That was so wonderful.
We know that she would really support efforts of kindness during this time, so that's why the foundation did that. But everybody can help. We have a link. I'm looking at it right now on WFSB.com. You'll see a graphic. It says Millions of Meals Virtual Food Drive. You can stay home, be safe in your own home, but if you're lucky enough that you're still putting food on the table and you still have a job, and especially companies out there, if you're still doing okay, donate. The link is right there. You just put it on, use your credit card, get some miles, and the need is huge, and the need is right now.
It truly is. And we also wanted to do something as our partnership with WFSB Channel 3, iHeartMedia, the River 1059, and the Antonacci family. This was something that was really important to us, Karen. We were just chatting about this before we went live here. When you are making this donation, there's no middleman. So if you were to donate even $1, $10, $30 today, it instantly goes to the food bank you choose. We made it very simple. If you go to the app or WFSB.com or through our radio stations, when you pick the area where you live, it goes directly to either the Connecticut Food Bank or Food Share, which covers the entire state, and they get that money instantly. We didn't want to, fuss with, presenting a check later on. 100% of the donations are active right now, which is really important. And additionally, Kara, and I just got this news this morning, Food Share is spending just on food alone weekly now, and just to kind of cover their costs, $100,000 a week right now just on the food distributions. That's mind-blowing. And that doesn't even incur all their other costs. So just on food alone, just to be able to purchase food, to get it out to their distribution sites, which at Rentschler Field they're going to do through May, as you know. But they also have other mobile sites that are still active across the state. It's truly unprecedented, the need for food in our state right now.
Absolutely, and we're going to, we want to know if you need food, you can go, you can call 211, you can show up, they're going to continue the Rentschler Field distributions. But really, in this Mother's Day week, as we lead up to Mother's Day, that's what this Millions of Meals is all about. If you go right up, in fact, you're on our Facebook page right now. I know that we're streaming this, so you can find the information on the WFSB Facebook page, also on WFSB.com. We're really learning that these two entities, Food Share and the Connecticut Food Bank, usually they're just distributing the food that they have, but our food bank shelves are empty. So that's why they need the money. They need it right now. They're not usually in the business of buying food, but as you know, the shelves at the grocery stores are not stocked. So Food Share and Connecticut Food Bank, they have deep supply chain connections. They can get the food faster and cheaper and get it to the people who need. Yesterday, I saw them giving out yogurt and milk and some fresh foods. And, we're seeing these horrible stories of farms that are having to dump milk and then people going hungry. They're trying to overcome those obstacles and really give people nourishing food, because the other thing that happens is when you run out of money, people start eating really poor quality food, which damages their health. And we need everyone to have good immunity right now.
That's such a good point you bring up, Kara. And we know that through Commissioner Hurlburt of the Department of Agriculture, I think it was last week, made that announcement with Gaida Milk, and they're making sure that we can get some fresh milk products and dairy products to these food distribution sites. But, other states aren't as lucky as we are here in Connecticut, even though we are seeing unprecedented hunger. And also, can we just get rid of that word unprecedented? I think we're saying it too much. But in any event, people are just seeing needs they have never seen before. And I will tell you, even the governor noticed that the lines that people are waiting in, whether it's through Connecticut Food Bank or Food Share, you're seeing some nice cars. And people were commenting on, geez, that's a nice car. Why are they in line? Because 6 weeks ago, they were doing okay.
Yeah.
I
did notice that. A lot of newer
right?
cars. It is not the face of hunger that you think we have. And I think it's an education for all of us, because we've learned that a lot of people are just a paycheck away or 2 paychecks away from losing their homes or not having enough food. And in this case, we've lost a lot more than 2 paychecks. Some people are still waiting for some sort of unemployment. Sometimes the system's not working for them. We know self-employed people are just starting to get some help. So people who never imagined that they would need help need it, and they need it like yesterday.
That's another good point you brought up about people who are self-employed. They're running the business, they're running their homes, they're providing for people, they have people working underneath them now. They don't know what is coming next. And another thing I do want to bring up is when you go to our app or online and you make your donations, the link goes directly to either the Connecticut Food Bank and or to Food Share. So if you are in need of food, or if you know someone who is, they have a listing on their sites as to where they're going to be throughout the entire state of Connecticut. Food Share does the greater Hereford and Tallinn communities. And then, of course, Connecticut Food Bank, the other 7 counties in our state. And they actually distribute to other food shelters throughout the state, and even providing some pet food, because a lot of our seniors were noticing. And I was just
that's a good idea. I actually have some extra pet food, so that's good to know. I didn't think we could donate pet food to Food Share or Connect, but we can. We need to do that too. At
some of their locations, you absolutely can, because what we're finding out is that seniors, right now, not a great time for our seniors to get out into the community, especially, with some of them being compromised, right, with some of their health issues. Their only source of comfort is their pet. They're alone. They can't get out. So now they're choosing to feed their pets rather than themselves, or even in some cases sharing food. And I know that is hard to hear, but it's the absolute truth. And so if you can, this weekend, this Mother's Day weekend, if you're able, as Kara was saying before, if you're blessed to be able to have a roof over your head, be able to eat when you're hungry, and you can give a little, this would be a great time to be a part of our Millions of Meals virtual food drive, uniting both iHeartMedia and WFSB Channel 3. Kara, as a mother, I know I'm a fur baby mom, right? My dog Luke, right? But you have 2 beautiful children. I mean, what would it be like if you couldn't provide a meal for them?
Absolutely. I tell my kids that every day. As sometimes you complain, you realize, hey, our problems are nothing when you go through something like this. So we certainly have tried to tell our kids that. And I think it's a great idea if you're watching at home and you are doing okay. It's a real opportunity for children to see this on the news. I know sometimes we try to protect them, but I think seeing the lines of people lining up for food can put this in perspective for young people. And I know a lot of kids have been asking how they can help. This is something that kids can do. Go online with them. Go to WFSB.com. Click on Millions of Meals. Show them how they're donating. Maybe they want to put some of their piggy bank in there. That'll make them feel good. Nothing like feeling the experience of giving. So we're going to take care of everything for you. We know it's hard for you to get out to food banks right now. It's also not what they really want you to do. They really can work so much faster, so much better if we just give them money right now. Also, if you're lucky enough to work for a company that does matching, please remember to send that matching form, because your donation will be doubled. I mean, $10 can become $20, $100 can become $200, whatever you think you can give. And I just want to challenge everyone who's watching with us, Renee. We've got hundreds of people on Facebook Live right now. Send us some emojis. Share this post. Share it with someone who needs it, or share it with someone you think who would like to donate and wasn't sure exactly how their money could go to great use. We want this post to get to as many people as possible so we can get millions of meals on the table for this Mother's Day week.
Absolutely. And you brought up 211 before, and I want to bring that up again only because if you're watching this and you're thinking, gosh, I need food, but I can't get to Rentschler Field, or maybe, you couldn't get to the Bridgeport location or East Haven, because there are food distribution and mobile sites happening across the state. And then there's the local pantries through churches and other groups and things like that. If you call 211, you can let them know where you live, and they can direct you to a food bank or pantry near you, which 9 times out of 10, Connecticut Food Bank and Food Share are helping. So by making your donations and going online, click the area where you live near, 100% of your donation is going to go to the Food Share program or to Connecticut Food Bank, and it will be instantaneous. So there'll be no downtime, because we know that the Antonacci family, who we've partnered with, Kara, as you know.
Yes, we want to thank the Antonacci family.
My gosh, thank you.
$500,000 from their foundation. Just
That's
so generous.
amazing. That's unbelievably generous, and they gave that $125,000 to Food Share, and then they gave the $125,000 to Connecticut Food Bank. And as we're learning, Food Share during 1 week, $100,000 is spent just to be able to keep those distributions going. So it's really incredible to know how much money is being used. 100% of it, not for paying anyone's salary, not for overhead costs, just direct buying food to get into those cars that are lining up for those distributions. Carrie, you and I have both seen firsthand the new face of hunger, if you will, in our state.
Absolutely. There is a new face of hunger, and the fear is that it's growing. So as people run out of resources, we're going to need help for a long time. I know we've taken a lot of your time on Facebook, so we're going to wrap it up here soon. Okay. But we want to make sure that people know they can just go online to WFSB.com or on the WFSB Facebook page. You're already there right now. You're going to see a link in the story about if you live in this county, donate here. If you live in this county, donate here. It's just because we're trying to support both food banks. Any link works. There's also a link that says if you'd like to donate more than $1,000, please click here or send us an email. If there's corporations out there and you have some money to give, we want to recognize you. So please, this is a great way to show your community that you're helping, because we have big mouths over here at Channel 3 and iHeartRadio.
Yes, we do.
And if you are willing to give more than $1,000, we want to recognize you. So it's a win-win situation for companies to help people and to get some positive word out about their good works.
Yes.
This is a time where we undoubtedly, it's overused, but it's so true. We're all in this together. This is a great way that everyone can help.
And do I have 1 second to say
Sure.
something? Okay, I do want to make sure that I point this out, and I know you probably wouldn't say this, and I'm going to say it. iHeartRadio, the River 105.9, WFSB Channel 3 Eyewitness News, we are not taking any sponsorship. We are not making money on this. I wanted to make sure that you know that all the money that is being donated, all the money that's coming in, and what Kara is mentioning, if you're a corporation to be recognized, we are taking all of this money to feed people here in Connecticut that need it.
We're just the mouths.
We're just the mouths. We just want
to.
We just want to get millions of meals. By the way, Mom, millions of meals. I'm pretty sure people figured that out, but I just wanted to,
Yeah, Mom, millions of meals.
Thanks, Mom. I love all you moms out there, and I love my mom. Happy Mother's Day to you, Kara, too.
Thank you, and happy Mother's Day to my mom and all the moms out there. We know that moms will always put their children first, and some moms, unfortunately, we've been reading stories about them saying that they have not been eating much, even with the food stamps they're getting. That system is not very, not enough people are getting what they need. So sometimes the moms say they're not eating as much because they want to make sure their kids are getting enough food. And if you are anything like our household where you have young kids, you can't believe the amount of food they want to eat because they're growing. So we want to make sure that everybody can be nourished and stay healthy during this time. Renee, thank you. I know you were part of the great idea. It was part of your brain pop that all this started happening. So we're happy to be a part of it and share with the radio stations. And we just want everyone on Facebook. This is another way you can help. Just keep those emojis coming, share it. You never know if your share is going to lead to donation, and we're making it so easy. Just make those donations online. And please, if you can, start doing them today, tomorrow. The need is great right now, so we really want people to act and answer this call to action right now.
Do you think we could do our simultaneous Happy Mother's Day, Mom, like we did in the TV commercial?
Okay, let's try.
Okay, who's going to count? Wait, go ahead.
I'll do it. 3, 2, 1.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Pretty good. All right, bye, everyone. Have a nice Friday. Stay safe and be well. Thank you, Renee.
Thanks, Kara. Thanks, everyone.